Hello, my name is Janel.
And my name is Angelina.
Today I will be playing two of the narrators and all of the British soldiers.
Today I will be playing three of the narrators, Karl Aldag, German soldiers, and binding.
This radio show will be telling all about the Christmas truce, which happened in 1914 during World War I. Hope you enjoy.
As Christmas 1914 approaches, a cold and rainy Europe is in the throes of World War I, 1914 to 1918. The war which pits the Allies, including Britain, France, Russia, and eventually the U.S., against the Central Powers, including Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Turkey, has grown out of tensions building on the continent for years.
Near the French and German border, French and British troops are trying to prevent Germany from capturing more of France. Along the Western Front, soldiers engage in a brutal trench warfare.
The Western Front is more than 475 miles long. Opposing armies crouch in parallel trenches that in some places are only 50 yards apart. Between them lies no man's land of barbed wire and corpses. From the trenches, the soldiers try to fight on the enemy.
In one of the muddy trenches, exhausted British soldiers sit and await orders. I'm so tired of mud. It's been raining for weeks and we've been stuck down here.
Just then, Captain William Boyd approaches with orders from High Command quartered in London.
Men, we must attack. Another suicide run? Good luck. Same to you.
30 British troops scramble out of their trenches. They dash across no man's land, leaping over the barbed wire they had secretly cut the night. 30 British troops scramble out of their trenches. They dash across no man's land, leaping over barbed wire they had secretly cut through the night before. They hope that their approach will be a surprise, but the Germans are ready. From the safety of their trenches, they shoot down the British troops.
The generals are ordering these raids just to keep the men from getting bored. Elsewhere on the front, a German soldier and philosophy student named Karl Aldag writes a letter to his parents.
This life fills me with disgust. There are rats and lice everywhere. We're about to attack. How can you write a letter? I have to. I might not make it back.
Another night, Captain Boyd sends two soldiers into no man's land on a mission to gather information. They return as quietly as they left.
Did you get it? Sir, we heard them talking, but we couldn't understand what they were saying. We heard coughing too, and laughing too. Why were they laughing? I don't know, sir, but they sounded just like us. Meanwhile, on the German side...
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
The British singing hymns. How beautiful. You're too sentimental. This is war. You can find beauty even in war if you pay attention.
As Christmas nears, men all along the Western Front reach out to the enemy in different ways. But at British headquarters, General Horace Smith Dorrien is not happy. He issues new orders from the troops.
Our men don't see Germans as enemies. All is lost. Fraternization is officially prohibited.
Elsewhere along the front, a German captain is just as unhappy with his soldiers' friendly behavior. This is dangerous. We can't win if we turn our enemies into friends.
Maybe they were never enemies in the first place.
The High Command on each side orders attacks leading up to Christmas. Thousands of men are killed or wounded. But the day before the holiday, soldiers get gift boxes from home. Many German troops receive small pine trees with candles.
On Christmas Eve, it snows. The muddy ground freezes, making it easier for men to move about in the trenches. Then Captain Boyd received another order from High Command.
Men, we must attack. Captain, look! German soldiers are standing in no man's land with lighted candles. They sing Silent Night in German. It's amazing.
The British watched the Germans in awe.
Maybe a Christmas ceasefire is a good idea after all.
Captain Boyd ventures into no man's land. Behind him, his men sing Silent Night in English.
Similar incidents are happening elsewhere along the front. This angers Captain Binding.
We cannot have German soldiers singing with the British. Men at war should not celebrate Christmas together.
On Christmas morning, the men on the front awaken to silence. No planes, machine gun fire, or explosions. They hear birds for the first time in months. On the German side, Aldag stands and looks across no man's land.
What do you see? A sign! It says Merry Christmas. Should we write back?
I have a better idea.
The soldier grabs his gift and walks slowly into no man's land. A British soldier joins him there. They exchange presents and shake hands, communicating as best as they can.
Cease fires. Ceasefires take place all along the Western Front, and men from opposing sides offer each other holiday greetings. But the sight of enemies making peace and ready is Captain.
Such a thing should never happen in wartime.
Come on, Captain, it's Christmas.
Have you no sense of honor?
But honor is very much on the men's minds as they stand in no man's land, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades. They help each other bury the dead, holding services in both German and English.
Before returning to their trenches, soldiers exchange food and souvenirs. Have you ever seen such a Christmas, Captain? Never. Today's peace will probably bring hell tomorrow. I suspect, gentlemen, that we will all feel it was worth it.
When word of the Christmas truce gets back to the British general a few days later, he is furious.
I want the names of the units and officers who took part in this. They must be disciplined.
Captain Binding conveys a similar message to his men on the German side.
High Command directs that fraternization must stop. Officers officers allowing it will be court-martialed. It is time to fight.
Sir, they are good men. We cannot shoot them.
If you won't shoot the enemy, the officers will shoot you. British soldiers also struggle with their orders.
I won't shoot at them. How can I? We just exchanged Christmas gifts. No one said we had to shoot at them.
All along the front, soldiers have the same idea. They fire their weapons as ordered, but shoot into the air so no one will get hurt. In some places, officers issue warnings before the shooting starts, but General Smith-Dorrien is furious.
We will reassign the units, separating opponents who have become friendly. A truce like this will never happen again.
In the end, the men have no choice. As they're forced back to battle, peace and goodwill are once again things of the past.
By the time the war ended in 1918, little ground had been gained. The front lines were remarkably similar to those that existed in 1914, but nearly 9 million soldiers, including about 1,017 million Americans and 6 million civilians had died in the conflict.
About 100 people along the Western Front are believed to have taken part in the Christmas Truce of 1914. Today, the actions of those men have served as a powerful reminder that even in war, enemies can put down their weapons and extend a hand in peace. In the end, the battle started again, and the new friends were forced to try and kill each other. This never happened again. Thanks for watching. Bye.